Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Panthers offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
With jet sweep pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Finds the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carter. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air, it's Proctor. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going up top. Makes a catch at the 20. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dances away. Going to try to get... Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Owls. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's going to lose a yard on that one. FIU pushing tempo.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they build the deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Florida Atlantic, 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle, it's Burke. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Back to throw, it's Proctor. Flips it out on the screen. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at 48.
Yeah, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into... that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
FIU will line up to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running to Green. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I
got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shakes off the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Proctor. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. FIU set up with another first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. FIU will line up to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Panthers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Rush is on him. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Sims. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. Oh, what a move to get open. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. put 6 on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Carney. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
At the 45 on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose. To the house. Touchdown, Owls. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Fears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sims. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Carney. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll line up for a second down play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Lanning. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's a heat. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Lanning. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Gonna take a shot on second and short. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh,